My name's Riza, and one thing I gotta admit, I've been in this country since 1990. In the 70s, as a child, went back to Europe, came back, and what's been going on for these last 3.5, 4 years, if someone had told me that the great country of the United States of America would be in this kind of position, I wouldn't have believed it. I always wonder how in the world did we come to this situation that we're at each other's throats. And there's friends, neighbors, they don't want to talk to each other. All this that's going on with the virus, politicized. You wear a mask, you're against Trump. You don't wear a mask, you're against Trump. People are dying. Don't get me wrong, I don't care about politics. I don't care about Democrats. I don't care about Republicans. Those are two parties that have been forever in this country and they hold the power. How is it that they just play around with I'll call them little people? That's where we are. The media, too. Either side. How is it that today we have family and we have friends that don't want to talk to you because you don't believe in what they believe? And some act like they're bigger Americans than the rest. What's going to become of this country November 3rd or 4th or 5th? How is it that people can't see or can't think what's going on? How is it that we lost our civility? And then they talk about votes. Do votes really count? Do our votes really count? I wish they would. Regardless of what party you are in, when you look at 2000, when one candidate gets 2, 3 million votes extra, that's a popular vote. And then electoral vote. What is electoral vote? Does anybody know? What part of the populace understands the electoral vote? 2016, how is it that one candidate, Hillary Clinton, received, 3 million votes more than Donald Trump? Yet Donald Trump is president of the United States of America. Are we the only country that has electoral vote? What percentage of our population understands what this means? Do our votes really count? Who rules the country? It always comes back to money. Who's got the money has the power. Are presidents just puppets? They're put in there and you do what? Do what? You're going to do what you're told. I don't have inside information. When Obama was elected president in 2008, he came to power of promising change this, change that. Could someone tell me in all these years that he was president, what was he allowed to do? I kind of want to believe that he was kind-hearted, wanted to do good by the people. But the thing is, was he allowed to do it? I'm looking at Trump today. I can't guess, is the guy smart by doing this? Or is he ignorant by doing this? Is he put in power by people we don't know, we don't see, to do their bidding? Do our votes really count? Like I said, if somebody had told me that America would be in this situation, people fighting over wearing masks, don't wear a mask. Like I said, you've seen it, you've seen what's going on. All these people dead. Is it a hoax? The people, half of our population doesn't believe in it. Why is it that people only believe in it and when it hits them? You see stories, you read stories. Just a few days ago, a lady that didn't believe in it, she thought it was a hoax. She passed away from coronavirus. Do you have pity for people like that? It's amazing that when people get hit by it, then they go on and they preach about, oh, it was my mistake. It was kind of late. And then they want to teach people of what to do. But prior to that, they were, being reckless. Do people really feel sorry for, say, that person? There's probably other stations, there's probably other people that post stuff like this. But this comes from someone that was born not in the US, came here as a child, went back, came back, been here for all these years. Never thought that the US would be like this, where you have people telling other people, hey, leave, you're not from here. How is it that we came to this? How is it that our president runs on politics to divide people, talking about immigrants? This country was built on immigrants. His wife is an immigrant. She came here, what, 1996? Legally, illegally, I do not know. His great was what, from Germany, from Ireland, his mother? I don't know his history. America is a country of immigrants, and yet the most hard-hit people that were hit with this hatred were Mexicans, Muslims, immigrants. It just fascinates me how, especially down south, they talk about how they're great Americans. Like up here north, we're not Americans. I look at it. You see the news, you see all these demonstrations or whatever, especially down south. Why is it that you don't see an American flag? You see old Dixie. We are in America. We're not in Dixieland. Where is the decency? Trump's here. Whether he's going to be here in the next 4 years or not, he's going to be history. How did the U.S. come to this point? Why'd they allow it? You can sit here and you can talk about all this hatred that's been spewed. It won't change. I'm not the first one, last one, whatever. There's people talking about this. You see on the news, on the channels, regardless. I try to watch all of them. Fox, CNN, whatever. They all have their agendas. How is it that people cannot think for themselves? I can watch any news channel and I'm not swayed by them. I'm swayed by my thinking. People have to think on their own. How's it that they're swayed by, you look at this. They have these polls. Voting's going to be in what? In less than 2 months. And you hear this, oh, we got to go. We got to find these undecideds. How the hell is it that all these years you still haven't decided on what you want to vote for? Whether you want to vote Republican, Democrat, whatever, your policies. How is it that people haven't decided? How long does it take for someone to decide? That there's people actually till the last day to decide. Do they think with their own heads a little that a politician is a politician? He's going to say what he has to say to be elected. He's going to lie. He's going to lie out of his ass until he's elected. Remember old man Bush? Read my lips. No new taxes. How long did that go? Oh, let's vote for him. No new taxes. Didn't last long. How is it that people don't know? Be wary of politicians that promise things. And there's undecideds. What are they, like chickens sitting right there by the road sign, waiting to decide for what? By now, if you haven't decided either way. Me personally, you can tell. These 3.5 years, they're bad. Is it going to get worse? Do our votes count? I hope they do. Greatest country on earth is brought to this. Well, if somebody has comments, and at least if you put comments, be civil. Don't spew hatred. Don't spew bigotry. Be civil. You can agree or disagree, whatever. Don't forget, when people talk that American, who's really American? If you disagree with me, you're more American than me. I'm not here for that. Let's be civil. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Go vote. Be decent. Try not to hate the other person because he doesn't vote or think like you. I believe at the end that things will get better. You guys have a nice day.